Welcome to Castle Hill. In the biggest shopping centre in the Hills district, we come to the 3-level Myer department store. It is here we meet Dale Wallace. Dale has been working at Myer for the last 36 years.
Hi, my name is Dale Wallace and I am from the Glasgow in Sydney and I work at Myer at Castle Hill.
Dale suffers from cerebral palsy. The disability is caused by a number of neurological disorders which can cause a physical disability in the human body.
Cerebral palsy for me, it has affected the whole body. A lot of cerebral palsy people have one arm and one leg and they're uncontrollable in the one arm and the one leg. I have got all over. Lucky me, it's affected everything. My speech, my walking, my talking, my hearing, my body function. Every muscle in my body is from cerebral palsy. But in saying that, I'm a very lucky cerebral palsy person. Tickets need to go up for the sale tomorrow.
Since Dale began her employment with the company, she has won numerous awards for outstanding customer service and has reached the team leader position, which puts her at the head of the entire homewares department.
I have done very well in a lot of awards. I mean, the Russian Cup of Benhaven just gave me an award for Quiet Achiever. The word Quiet Achiever is a bit of debate through my colleagues and relatives that they all think that two words, Quiet Achiever, is quite, doesn't mix with me very well. And back in the old days of Myer, we used to have to get 10 compliments to get a gold award. And I think I got about 7 gold awards. People think that much of me is absolutely out of this world. They're good.
They are.
The store's homewares manager, Eliza, discusses her first day working with Dale and what makes her such an asset to the team.
My first day working with Dale was, fairly full on. I was new to homewares, and homewares is a massive area within Myer. So I was feeling very overwhelmed, and Dale pretty much took my hand and was like, come with me, I'll show you what we do around here.
It does make a difference, doesn't it?
Thank you so much, Dale.
Thank you.
She has a great morale with customers too. There's lots of customers that know her by name and come in and ask for her. Yesterday I actually had a couple come back looking for Dale, and they wanted to tell her that they'd come back to buy the electric blanket that she recommended, and they just wanted to let her know that they had come back to see her.
How long will I?
Because I came in and we were looking for doona covers and doonas, and then we swapped all our bed linen over, and that was 9 years ago or something. And then when my daughter got engaged, I said to Dale, I need a really nice quilt cover, so when my daughter sits on the bed and has those bridal photos,
Yeah.
and so we just keep coming back to see Dale because she's just brilliant, and she helps us spend lots of money.
I'll tell you later.
With all of the adversity she has faced in her life, her positive attitude and amazing spirit shines above everything else.
Because I really don't think it has affected my day-to-day life. I am one of the luckiest people on this earth, even this cerebral palsy and a sense of humour that I've got. It hasn't affected my day-to-day life at all. I will ask. Okay, bye. My mum and dad has a little girl who used to always tell me that I was special. And I've grown up thinking that I am special. They're special people. They have any highlights in life. They have everything positive in their life. So that's why I always see myself as special. Special and maybe not the special that you think special is, but for me, the word special means me.
Take care.
Georgia was about 7 months old when she was diagnosed. We knew from when she was about 4 months old she wasn't developing properly, and it took till she was about 8 months old when she had scans done and they found the damage in the brain. And we walked out of the hospital that day and said, well, let's try and see what we can do. Because all you're told a lot of negative things. You're not told anything very positive. I guess they don't like you to get your hopes up. And we have a great life with her. And I think she doesn't realise she's disabled sometimes. I think she thinks it's the rest of us that have got the problem. I really do. The sky's the limit. I don't think there's anything that she can't do if she doesn't put her mind to it. And she will achieve it. I do believe that.
You've got the best laugh and the best smile.
I know.
Can you laugh again?
We didn't want her just going somewhere and just sitting and watching the world go by. We wanted her to gain skills. We wanted her to be in a social environment, somewhere where she could grow as a person, which is exactly what we wanted. And then all of a sudden we heard about Fighting Chance.
Fighting Chance is a social enterprise which basically which is at Brookvale, and what we're doing is we do like internet researching, website mailing, artwork, creative artwork on website.
So Fighting Chance is a youth-led, not-for-profit organisation for young Australians with physical disabilities. We exist to create opportunities for people who often experience poverty, unemployment and social isolation simply because of their disability.
I know I got a little intense the first day when I got there because I didn't know what to do. But hey, that's what you do. You get there and you get frustrated, but you get through it.
Well, I think Fighting Chance means to Georgia, and for people like Georgia, that they have the opportunity. They have the opportunity to actually work in a workforce and in businesses and can see the end results of their work, and they are super productive.
One of the first ideas of the enterprise program was Shags, which is basically bags for your shoes. It's a bit of a cheeky name, but it really grabs people's attention, and we thought we'd run with it, and it's worked really well.
She has sold over $1,000 worth of shags at one market day, and that is where she has changed, and that's where Fighting Chance has developed that skill for her, and that's in time that is something that she could take to any employment, and really build on that, and maybe one day she will leave us and go and sell.
Come on, all right, and people come. One day we had about 40 people come down the shops. I mean, I was so popular that day.
She was one of the first that came on, and the first day she came in, it was just incredible moment. Her enthusiasm and her confidence has just grown over the last couple of months, and we've been blown away by what she brings to the table.
My ability, it gives me the flexibility to do things more, the flexibility to talk more, the flexibility to be left alone in the house all by myself, the flexibility to have as much fun as I want to and be sociable and just, have fun.
Georgia is an absolute blast. She's just one of the funniest people I've ever met. When she's singing and she's telling jokes and she's just having a good time, it's just really awesome to be around her.
It's been an absolute pleasure, and it always will be. Like I said, if you need me ASAP in the office, just ring me up. Georgia, I need you.
Follow the sun, and which way the wind blows when this day is done.
People say that the bumblebee should not be able to fly. According to the laws of aerodynamics, his wings are too short, his body is too big. But nobody ever told him about aerodynamics. So he doesn't know what he is and isn't capable of. Despite what everyone says, the bumblebee flies. I have autism, cerebral palsy, epilepsy, and some other things. When I was a baby, the doctor told my mom and dad that I would never be able to walk, read, write, or speak. But I can do all of that. I have done the impossible. Until now. Dun dun dun! I've never been on a date before. I went to preschool with her, but I haven't seen her since. What do I do? Goldie was very helpful. She told me I had to show off how handsome I am. I have to show off my way with words.
Yo, I'm Mr. Incredible. If you can be a better rapper than me, what? Whoa!
She told me that I had to show off my fashion sense. Most importantly, I had to show off my moves. Thanks to Goldie's coaching, I'm ready for my date. Paige told me on the phone that she would bring a balloon to make it easier for me to find her. What do you want to do? We could go dancing. You could go to a fancy restaurant. You could take a trip to Italy.
You want to go to the playground?
For once, Goldie was wrong. You don't need to find somebody perfect or be somebody perfect. You just have to find another bumblebee to fly with.
Look, I think a lot of people would argue that golf is a metaphor for life. You learn so much about a person when you go around a golf course with them. That's one of the things I love, you know. It's this emotional roller coaster that happens in 4 hours, from missing a putt to the excitement of an amazing chip shot. It's probably one of the most emotional and psychological games you can play. And it takes you for a ride pretty much every round. That's what brings you back. A bit like life in a lot of ways. I had everything going for me. I just finished up work in London. I was totally carefree, no commitments. The rest of my life on my feet, traveling across Africa. Life was as good as I can remember. And then in a heartbeat, it all got taken away. very first night I was lying there in the hospital, sort of contemplating what my life would look like. And of course, like anyone, you go through this process of asking, why and what if, why did it happen to me? And I think I made a decision very, very early on just to forget those thoughts because they were frivolous. For that very first night, I couldn't move anything to blow my head, and all I wanted to do was think and play golf in my head. So I picked one of my favourite courses, and I literally played shot by shot, hole by hole, a round of 18 holes. Now for me, just even making a simple step just takes every ounce of focus and concentration because I've got absolutely no feeling from my chest down. So you can imagine just trying to initiate the step is almost hard to put into words, to be honest. You really don't know where you're going to end up. Starting from no movement from your head down, pretty much any sort of recovery is positive. Training is a massive part of it. Grinding it out at the gym. I've spent hours and hours of rehab, almost up to 50 hours a week, just to get it done. Got to put the hours in to get the results. Look, I'm not an emotional guy, but I'll never forget the first time I stood up again after my accident with the golf club and made that first swing. One of the most amazing feelings you'll ever get as a human being. My main motivation has always been to try and shoot less than par, and I guess that's always been the biggest focus. Now it's just fighting the handicap down as low as possible. I get frustrated with not being able to hit it anywhere as far, going from a good golfer and now having to relearn the game that I wouldn't say quite mastered, but got pretty close. One of the most interesting things for me following my accident is just seeing how people relate, or in some cases don't relate, to disabled people. I guess the biggest thing is really just breaking down that barrier that comes with physical disabilities, because even though my hands may look a bit strange or it's like my legs don't work, I'm still the same guy. And for me, it's really about just pushing your character out probably 20-30% quicker than you normally would, so that people know that actually you're still the same guy, you still love the same things, your friends and being out and about, but you're just restrained.
So if you could just sit down there. Okay. If you could start by just telling us who you are and why you're here.
Hi, I'm Danny, and people say I'm different.
Name?
Daniel DeLuca, 205 Worthington Road, East Melville, Victoria, postcode 3184.
Identification, please.
Daniel DeLuca, 205...
No, your ID.
The doctors say I have autism. It's high-functioning autism, so I can communicate. I just have problems reading body language.
Sir, if you can't provide your identification, I'll need you to step aside. You're holding everyone up.
I can't hold them up, there's too many of them. I have trouble understanding people, understanding what they mean when they talk. I just need them to talk straight, to say what they mean, so I can understand it. And then I can't, and they get frustrated, and they yell, and then I don't like the loud noise.
The free post-grad barbecue in the quad will begin in 10 minutes. The free post-grad barbecue...
They go around in my head, they just bounce around in my head, and the doctors say I process sound different. Yeah, it's scary. It can be scary. Yeah, every day is a challenge, every day. But when people touch me, that's when Garth comes in.
Rough day, champ.
Garth's my carer. And I don't know where I'd be without Garth. He's just there. He's there. He's just there when I need him the most.
I should have known better. You're trying for your master's in computer science, mate. It was always going to be tough.
Never again. All my life I've had to deal with everyone judging me, and I've had enough. I'll never come back here again.
You just can't give up. Not after everything you've achieved so far.
What other choice do I have? I don't get a choice. I'll have autism until the day I die, and Garth can't be there to save me every time. It's other people that have a choice. Not me.
Excuse me, Daniel? Do you want to step over to this desk? I'll give you a hand. Okay, let's see if we can find this identification, huh?
I'm not ashamed of the way I am. I'm not embarrassed about what I have. There are people that need a lot more help than me. I just need that little bit. And then I'm more than independent. I'm more than fine. I'm happy. I'm happy. My name's Danny and I have autism.
Thank you, sir.